Hello, class. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between denotation and connotation. So let's dive right into it. So denotation is the literal meaning of a word. This is the dictionary definition that you would find in a dictionary. But connotation is a language that evolves over time through common usage of the word and acquire different cultural and emotional overtone. So connotation is an applied meaning of the word, which goes beyond the dictionary definition. It's association to provoke the reader. So for example, think of the word mom. So mom has a very intimate and casual connotation, versus where mother carries a more formal overtone that you would see like in a definition. These words have the same meaning, but they're different in different contexts. So thinking about a clique, for example, looking at this picture, clique just means a set of people. But if you're thinking about a clique like in a school or in a group, it serves like a very exclusive part members. Also, think of the word a mob. So a mob could be it means just a set of people, but it could also be like an angry people. Do y'all remember when they were doing a lot of those dance mobs randomly? I like to think that's a fun way to think about it as well. All right, so we're gonna look at a few images. So first I'm thinking about a white dove. So this also can like lean a little bit into our symbolism. So, the definition is a bird eating bird with short legs, small head. They're also known as to be messengers, versus association with it. It might mean innocence, gentleness, peace, tranquility, love, harmony. And looking on to our right side of the paper of the PowerPoint, we have rose. So rose, the denotation is just a red flower with green leaves. But when we think about a connotation, it could be referring to love or passion. Very sincere. You give roses to people that you love. Next one, blood. So it's just like the liquid form of a living organism. But if we also think about it, the connotation of it may refer to like life or death, or it's very intense. I love the example of books. We love books. So books is a combination of written pages presented as one. But when you think of books, the connotation might be impose a meaning of knowledge and intelligence. Intellectualness. We love books. I just love the smell of books. Last one, tree. So the denotation is like a green leafy plant that has a trunk and several branches, where I usually can crook together and brown. Sorry, or usually brown. But if we think about like the connotation of trees, like I think of like the tree of life, and where it represents nature, environment, life. So it means more than just a tree. All right, so some words have multiple definitions, and most writers are going to use these. Will use a default to the simplest word and most common definition. And they want to, like for example, they want to show a detective chasing a suspect through a forest. They might say that the detective sprinted through the forest, through the trees. But a poet will look at these words and use them to be more fully and more interesting. So it might say the detective darted through the trees. So writers learn a lot from poetic devices like denotation, connotation. Using these tools can definitely enrich their work, and you can also use this work too. And you're going to see this not only in just poetry, but also in fiction, nonfiction, and anything. Even in the news. I guess news is like nonfiction, but anything that people are just trying to be a little bit more creative and cool with their words. All right, so let's look at an example. So in the heart of the city, a house stood, a structure made of brick and mortars, a shelter from the elements. Inside, however, the house smelled like a bloom, like flowers in the garden. The walls whispered stories of laughters and tears, echoing the lives that intertwined within. The worn wooden floors had memories of footsteps, each creak a tale of late nights conversation and early morning routines. The windows framed views that were not just of the outside world, but portals to dreams and aspirations. This house, a mere building, carried warmth, belonging, and the passage of time. A place where each other past joy lingered in corners, painting its wall with the hues of the human experience. I don't know if y'all can, if you see my little camera. Okay, but anyways, I was like, it's blocking some of the text. I apologize for that. Next time I'll do that better. But anyways, so pause this video And I want you to reread this because we know good readers read things multiple times, and just like, make sure you understand what is happening and how it's describing the house. All right, welcome back. So this is like going back to that example of like mother versus mom, same concept. A house technically is just a building, but it's a difference between a house and a home. So I bolded all the house words. So a stood a house, a structure made of bricks. This is the um, denotation of this passage. Wooden floors, and this is the house of the building. But then we have the connotation of like how this is like a homey, a house full of love. Because it says, I highlighted, stories of laughters and tears, late night conversations, and early morning risers. I love this line. I love this line. But a portal to dreams and aspirations. That's not nice. And that this house, it's not just a house, it's a home because it carries warmth, belonging, and the passage of time. So you can kind of see, like, the writer is using, they're definitely talking about like the house and like the structure of the house, like just the literalness of the house, but they're really kind of creating like how this is a home. This is more than just a house. It has this emotional reaction. It has these memories attached to it. It has this ideal of like love and happiness and tears. So it's more than just a house, it's a home. So that is the difference between that. So you're probably thinking, well, what is the point of all this? This is nonsense. It's not. Okay, so it says, what's the point is writers who choose their words wisely, are able to communicate more effectively. Like we were like looking at that, because that last passage we could just said the house, what people lived in the house and it was a happy house. But no, they decided to go into details and really kind of say what they wanted to and like really use their word choices correctly to really create that emotional reaction to us as a reader. And also helps us improve our writing to be concise. And we're going to do a lot of writing this year. Yay! I hate that my face is like blocking out this quote, but it's by Toni Morrison. She was a famous writer. She says, if there's a book that you want to read, but it hasn't been written, then you must write it. So I hope this encourages you to write and think about how in your writing, how connotation and denotation plays out into your personal writing. And that is it. So if you need any help or need anything, please feel free to call or text me or email me. And I'll see you later. Have a great rest of your day.